Hello, I'm Kenneth Rice, and I'm here to talk to you about the Enron scandal. Enron was an American energy commodities and services company based in Houston, Texas. Enron employed approximately 20,000 people, including myself, and was one of the world's major electricity, natural gas, communications, and pulp and paper companies, with claimed revenues of nearly $101 billion during 2000. At its peak, Enron controlled more than 25% of the over-the-counter energy trading market. Also, their shares hit a 52-week high of $84.87 per share in the last week of 2000, but it all went downhill from there. Soon, things started to leak out that our company was reporting inaccurate trading revenues. Some of the schemes traders used included serving as a middleman on a contract trade, linking up a buyer and a seller for a future contract, and then booking the entire sale as Enron revenue. Also, they created faulty accounts to cover up their debts like Jedi and Chuco. Soon after, the company admitted that it had misstated its income and that its equity value was a couple of $1 billion less than its balance sheet said. Our company made about a dozen partnerships with companies it had created, and we used those partnerships to hide huge debts and heavy losses on our trading business. This whole scandal was important because thousands of people were thrown out of work, including me, and thousands of investors, including most of my coworkers, who lost billions of dollars as Enron's shares shrank to penny stock levels. The founder of Enron, Kenneth Lay, was convicted on 6 counts of perpetuating the ruse upon Skilling's resignation in 2001. Lay died soon thereafter, and Skillings was sentenced to 20 years or more in prison. Former Enron Broadband Unit Chief Financial Officer Kevin Howard was convicted on 5 counts of fraud, conspiracy, and falsifying records. People that were also punished were Broadband Unit CEOs Joseph Hirko and Rex Shelby, Senior Vice President Scott Yeager, and a few others. Surprisingly, this scandal affected the accounting industry positively. After the scandal, the Senate Committee on Banking and Housing passed the Sarbanes-Oxley Act, which led to the restriction of public accounting companies from providing any non-auditing services when auditing. This, combined with the New York Stock Exchange proposal, led to more jobs in the accounting industry because of all the restrictions that were put in after the scandal to make sure it wouldn't be repeated. Now for more about me. I held several posts during my 20-year career at Enron, including Chief Executive of the High-Speed Internet Unit. I was raised on a farm in Broken Bow, Nebraska, and earned a degree in electrical engineering from the University of Nebraska, and an MBA from Creighton University in Omaha. I was known as a consummate salesman around the business world. I was a favorite of Mr. Skilling, and I loved to race Ferraris and motorcycles back then. I was indicted in 2003 on more than 40 charges, including fraud and conspiracy. Me and the rest of my division were accused of making misleading statements about the capabilities of the technology and the performance of my division, which led to the artificial inflation of Enron stock. After I did this, I proceeded to sell the stock at the high prices. My sentence length depends on how helpful I am to government investigators. Also, I'm going to testify against Mr. Lay and Mr. Skilling to try and get my sentence reduced. Now I'm just crossing my fingers, living in Houston with my wife and 4 children, and waiting for the verdict.